All right, what is up, YouTube? Today we have a very special story time for you guys. This is about the time when I was about 16 years old and I had a promiscuous hairdresser who was flirting with me. So, this is basically what happened. So, on a side note, before I start the story, I was planning on making this like a text to speech type channel, but it takes way too long to have to type all the shit out. And I just think it'd be better if I'm talking and you have an actual real voice instead of this robot sounding AI thing. But, anyways, my mom used to get her hair cut at this place. So, she was kind of friends with one of the hairdressers and she really liked them. And both of these hairdressers are extremely hot, like they're probably mid 20s to early 30s, both very attractive women. Let's just say that. So this is the day my mom is supposed to be working. And I think she was on like her lunch break or something when we had this appointment. So she had taken me to this hairdresser place. She dropped me off and then she was going back to work. So, anyways, she takes me here and immediately both of these two hairdressers are like visually obviously flirting with me in front of my mom even. So my mom ended up leaving while I was getting the haircut. As we had walked in, I actually saw one of my old wrestling coaches, which I thought was funny, but he ended up leaving. So it's basically just me in this hairdressing place with these two very attractive women, which I was not complaining by any means because they were both very hot. So the lady who is cutting my hair, who we're just calling Connie, is wearing this short one-piece overall outfit that is very low cut. So it is basically showing off this very nice rack that she has. Now, as Connie is cutting my hair, she is playing with my hair seductively. She's, rubbing on my legs. She is putting her legs up against mine, putting her chest right in my face. And it was very much so intentionally done, I think. The way that she was putting her chest in my face was definitely not an accident. Now, the best way I can describe it is if you've ever seen, there was this episode of Big Mouth where the guy gets a haircut and the hairdresser does the same thing. She's basically like pressing her chest right in front of his face, showing off her rack. This is exactly what she was doing. And, little me, I was a teenager at the time, was getting very excited. So I was not by any means upset that any of this was happening. So in the back of my head, I still cannot believe that all this is happening. I mean, these women are definitely a lot older than me. I was probably 16 at the time. I mean, they're at least like mid 20s, maybe early 30s. And it seemed like something was about to go down. I don't know what was about to go down, but I was not having a problem with any of it by any means. So as we are getting ready to leave, somebody shows up and basically ruins this whole plan that I had planned out in my head. So I've got this entire situation all already planned out in my head about what is about to go down. I mean, shit is about to go down. I'm about to get in this girl's car, I'm going to make a move, and then we're going to get to crack-a-lackin', as they might say. Next thing you know, she's going to come inside and go into my room, and then I'm going to be taking her to Pound Town. Well, there was a change of plans thanks to somebody showing up right as we were about to leave. I kid you not. Literally, we are about to walk out the door to leave, and none other than my mom ends up showing up to come pick me up, even though she was supposed to be at work. So she showed up and I'm like, Mom, what are you doing here? She's like, well, I came to take you home. And then the lady who was going to take me home is like, well, that's okay. I was going to take him home. And she's like, no, that's fine. So she basically tells the lady no, that she's fine to take me home anyways. And while we're in the car, I'm like, Mom, you had no reason to take me home. I'm a teenager. I'm perfectly fine to walk down the street and make it to my house. And the lady had offered to take me home. And she's like, well, I just thought I'd come pick you up. So even she said while we were in the car that the ladies were clearly flirting with me. She was like, these ladies, they sure seem to like you a lot. But anyhow, I genuinely think that had she not shown up, that I probably would have gotten a piece from that hairdresser. So moral of the story is, guys, if you were a teenager and your mom is taking you to get a haircut and the hairdressers are hot, remember to tell your mom not to come pick you up. So anyways, if you like this video, guys, Remember to hit that like button and be sure to subscribe. I'll probably be dropping some more similar videos like this in the future.